Right, good evening, Lions Den. How are we?
Good.
Apathetic, verging on resentful. That's my crowd. Little bit about me. I'm from a mixed background. My parents are Swedish and Korean, but to simplify, I like to tell people that I'm Hawaiian. This is great for two reasons. Firstly, people are less judgmental about my weight. It's also the perfect excuse to eat a whole pineapple with every meal, so it's a win-win in the deck of race cards. People can be quite judgmental about other cultures, though. I've been to many pool parties. I've had to explain, look, in many island cultures, it's perfectly normal for a man to wear a grass skirt. Coconut bra is more of a personal choice. Very rude to bring up. Very rude. There's a Chinese restaurant, and I walked past the other day. They had a sign that said, "Real meat buffet, £4." Now, I'm no Alan Sugar, but if you rack your brain for hours thinking of the best descriptor for your meat product, and the best you can come up with is real, meaning not imaginary and not a hoax on your customer, maybe don't mention it. Maybe stick with world famous like everybody else. I don't advocate false advertising, but if you fall for your world famous routine, you're an idiot. You deserve the disappointment and diarrhea you'll inevitably get. Oh, try your world famous cappuccino. Well, I've never heard of it before, but I'll take your word for it. Balam Kebab Express. That one works. I'm going to try some new dirty material. How do you feel about that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. There's a category of everyday tasks. For example, walking, eating, driving, that if you do them very fast, that makes you an athlete. But my girlfriend refused to acknowledge me as the sexual athlete that I am. I do a lot of training, and she doesn't appreciate it. No, that's a joke. I obviously don't have a girlfriend. I've been trying online dating. I found online dating to be very similar to ordering in a fast food restaurant. It's like going to McDonald's. You look at the image on the board and you think, that looks good. But then you get the burger and you're like, the meat patties are a bit smaller than I imagined. The bun's a bit lumpy and lopsided. Yeah, that's me. That's all right. These work. Fine. You're right. All right. Richard, who's left, the baby-faced Richard, brought up before an old Christian saying, which is the Lord works in mysterious ways. Now, I'm not an illusionist, but I think the Lord's sense of mystery is quite poor. I think if David Blaine was to take up the Lord's style of mystery, it would damage his career. So he'd go up to someone in the street and say, "Sir, I want you to pick a card from this deck. Pick a card, look at that card, memorize it, put it back in the deck. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the deck. While I shuffle that deck, an earthquake in India killed millions of people. Your parents burned to death in their own home, and your daughter has leukemia. Is this your card, bitch?" That's not mysterious. That's being a dick. I'm going to try this thing. It's Christmas, and that sucks. But the good thing about Christmas is people buy shit. And I'm a bit of an entrepreneur. I've taken a classic game, Guess Who? And I've put a modern twist in it. Because who has time to play a full game of Guess Who these days? No one. And my version is called Guess Who's Hiding an Explosive. It's very simple. You go, does your person have a beard? And they say, yes. And then you go, is it the brown guy? It's okay, that's not a racist joke. I can tell that joke because my best friend hates Israel. Sorry, yeah, I have to try that. All right, I'll finish with this. I went for a job interview at London A to Z and they turned me away because they said, although I had book learning, I didn't have the street smarts they were looking for. And yeah, it is as bad as you thought. But I didn't like that. They judged me, and I have a dark side too. I'm a bit, I've spent my time on the streets. I'm a bit of a writer in the graffiti community. We call a writer. I specialise in punctuation. So I go up to a rival crew's tag, say the So Hard crew, put quotation marks around the word hard. Yeah, I'll go to the Stone Cold Killers tag and I'll put a hyphen between Cold Killers. Ooh, it's a mineral-based. Oh fuck, I forgot the word. Anyway, you've been lovely. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.
That was Linus Steve.